Welcome to the very first episode of Unc&Co. I'm your host, Unc, and today I got with me my boy Rod. Say what's up, my boy.
What's up? It's your boy Rod the Bot.
Yes,
Whatever you
sir.
want to call me. We in the building. We're gonna react into some videos, some funny videos, and just our honest opinions.
He said it best. Yeah, we're gonna react to some of the most viral clips. I think what I didn't want to do with this show is I didn't want to get some rage bait clips that everyone's doing to hop on a hype train. But I feel like we all subconsciously have that itch in us to like see some messy people because people are self-absorbed. I mean, hell, even the concept of a podcast seems like you self-absorbed. Who the fuck wants to watch someone talk about someone else? And it's like, if you entertaining, I'll watch anybody. I ain't pocket watching. I don't care who makes what. I don't care who's famous or whatever. I'm not really into that shit. We got our core topics because, matter of fact, me and Rob, we met at the gym. And long story short, like, there's a lot of characters in that gym we go to. There's a lot of teens. There's a lot of, like, adult women who act like teenagers who just don't got no common sense. And that's why he's shaking his head. It's a lot of travesty. And that's why also, this man is unfiltered. Like I said, he don't censor himself. But that's the type of people you need around you. You don't need people who's faking the funk. And he's as real, he's as real as he gets. So, yeah, let's do it. All right, here we go. First viral clip. Let's get into that.
Let's get it.
All right, got my production degree over here. Ooh, okay. I think this is a perfect clip right here. Let's get this shit set up. All right.
Fuck out, bro, before I violate you. I'm not playing with you, bro. Get out, bro. Get the fuck. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to. I got you on video. I don't care what you have. I closed my gym early because I have to clean it. If I don't clean it, I get in trouble. Get the fuck out, bro. Get out. You wanna be so tough? Put that phone down and do something real tough. Since you wanna be a tough guy, get the fuck out, bro. You're done. Get out. And I promise you, you won't have a membership after this.
Wow. How do we start with that clip?
All right. First of all,
Break down the clip.
this ain't the first Planet Fitness clip I see where people look. There's a reason why I go to the gym I go to. Planet Fitness is cheaper by like, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks.
Well, it depends on which membership you get because the Planet Fitness Black Card is probably the same amount I pay for my Bailey's Now Choose Fitness basic card membership. So, but Planet Fitness went down years ago.
Well, look, all I know is
it's not worth it.
Once they giving out pizza and they got alarms for how you use the gym, you can count me out of that shit.
It's not worth it.
But let's focus back on my man's over here. First of all, let's talk about his uniform, all right? Motherfucker got the Marion braids. He got the loose fitted pants and he's talking very tough. Okay, like first of all, you come at me about closing the gym early, we're gonna have some problems. I mean, our gym is 24/7, so we ain't gotta worry about that. But like, you out of pocket, like you work here, you're not gonna close an hour early and I'm paying. This is what I'm talking about with Planet Fitness. You can't get in, like, this is the shit I'm talking about.
But the small thing about it is cameras in there. So if you say something to this customer,
well, I mean, he fired.
Allegedly.
He fired. There's no way you can stay. I mean, it's Planet Fitness. I ain't gonna say
I'm
fired,
just saying,
but like he out of pocket.
This guy say I'm gonna violate you.
He said he don't violate us. That's some New York talk. I don't know, man. If the owner's from New York, he's going, man, what you mean by that? He said he was gonna violate him. Yeah, that motherfucker out of pocket.
He was doing too much.
Let's see what else he got to say about that. Does he continue? Hold on. With the broken down khakis and shit. What the hell he got going on? Hold on.
He said a write up.
Nah, hold on.
Listen, every day we close the gym 45 minutes early so we can have fun.
Every day they close in 45 minutes. Like, yo,
so
my guy, like,
he's telling himself. He said they closed.
He said I'm gonna get a write up
earlier than. So basically, he's saying he closed it earlier than his assigned time, which technically the membership guy. He's not wrong for that because if he's staying until the right time until it closes, he's not wrong. This guy is trying to clean it early.
The same Chipotle. You ain't clean it. Like, look, I get it. But if your closing time's 9, you're going to stay an hour after. That's just business etiquette.
Yes.
If I run the business and I put it on the door, I want my employees to be crystal clear. Now, if you got lazy employees or you got employees who don't understand the program, he talking about he gonna get a write-up. I could tell he already got some emotional problems. He already talking out of pocket.
Yeah.
It would have been done, but you know what?
He's saying right up after he said he's gonna violate a customer.
Look, let me tell you, you're gonna violate me, you're gonna get some weights to your throat. Like, stop playing with me. Like, anyway, let's see what the next one's on right here.
You're not that. I'm not God right now. Good. Let's try that. Good. Let me hold up.
This is why women say we.
Hold on.
So which one are we looking at right now? Like,
So
it's the
we're
first
looking
one?
at so in that clip. I don't know if you saw it. First of all, I cracked up because the lady was recording with her phone. She's like, let me not get into that shit. But tell me why. And I don't know what it is, but like older people who've been in the gym. I mean, we older too, but like the really older people
Man.
who've been lifetime bodybuilders, they get very possessive. They get very territorial, and like you don't understand. Like, I mean, we got old man strength, but like there comes a point where you need to act your age and be mature about it.
Listen.
You know, like unless you under threat, like what we talking about here?
Like, here's what I noticed in our gym. And like, it's kind of like a little opposite of what we've seen in here. And like, this is my honest opinion. I notice people that are like real gym goers and our age and maybe a little younger or a little older. What I noticed was they have better gym etiquette and more manners. From what I ran into, because I ran into a couple guys that look kind of crazy in the gym, look weird. I'm like, but their etiquette is so proper. They're so it's manners.
When you've had time on this earth to mature and understand, like I said, there's reasons why we're society. We have rules, and you should have the rules depending on your age and what you got to lose. Older people got shit to lose. That's why they're more respectful. Hey, I'm gonna talk to you properly. I'm gonna reason with you, and then at the end of the day, I got more to lose. These young motherfuckers who think they bucked up. Now, I'm not saying you can't get your ass busted, but I'm saying that's probably why they talk to you, because older people are supposed to be mature. Know your level of
Not
strength.
all.
But let me tell you, here's the thing. Them young motherfuckers heal faster, all right? And they got testosterone, and they might not look big, but some of them, most dudes at the gym, I don't even believe they can fight. That's why they just trying to get muscles because, hey, if I get the look, hey, but let's be real. I can tell
Hey.
most people ain't been in a scrap.
Hey, look, but guess what? I've been through that for the longest time. Like, a lot of dudes is goofies.
Ain't goofies for sure.
But I'm trying to tell you, back to what I was saying, like, it's some weird ass dude to go to, there's a couple weird dudes to go to the gym. I'm thinking they trying to get all amped up. Polite. When I say polite,
Yeah.
I'm like, I was caught by surprise. I'm like, I'm not judging, but I'm like, these are some polite guys, but them young weirdos, and they're fucking in the way.
All right, let's get into the next one. I think
In the way.
we're talking about the older people. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's start it back from the beginning. You'll see it.
I hate the girls in this room.
And this is why women say we pick the bear. We pick the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you pick the one
I hate.
right next to me. What was the reason?
Actually, you know what?
You can.
No, we going. I'll let you go.
You
You go first. Tell me what you think.
I'm gonna go in on this. Like, yo, I hate women like this in the gym. This man's not paying you no attention.
Mm.
Nobody has assigned ellipticals in the gym, assigned treadmills in the gym. This guy not paying no mind. Do you realize, like, just by human psychology, like, if you put two people beside each other, like trying to run faster or lift more,
Yeah.
they do better as far as performance.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say he's trying to do that, but I'm saying, but like, just in humans, if me and you were like beside each other, racing each other, we would do better because we're trying to beat each other.
So, actually, let me pick on the first thing I saw. She said I would choose the bear. First of all, you ladies who say I'll choose a bear over being with a man, I hope the bear mauls you because you sound stupid, first off. Let me be real with y'all. You sound dumb as hell. Bears will kill you instinctually. Men are not bears. There are some creepy dudes, but that comment is, I could tell she already self-absorbed. Second thing, you're in a public gym. Like I said, it's already to the point where you're at Planet Fitness. It's the sketchiest gym. They serve pizza. They ain't about nothing. I'm sorry. No offense to anyone who goes there. I got some people who go there, but there's a reason why I don't go there. He probably, I could tell by the video, he ain't really looking at you. I don't know what you saw before you started recording him because that's already out of pocket. Why you got to record the old man? He's old. Most of the people who are older, they're oblivious to what you're doing. I used to be self-conscious like that too. Like, hey, why are they next to my shit? Now I don't think about it because I'm like, people are weird in the gym. But in your case, I think you just wanted to go viral and that's why you was on that shit. But like, this shit's got to stop. I hope she bless her heart. The only thing I'll say, but be saving grace is like if I had my wife and it's depending on the time of day and a man chooses to like go right next to my wife, I feel some type of way. But as long as he's respectful and don't do freaky shit, but I'm watching, but yeah. Video. All right, let's switch it up. Oh, okay, this one. We got a bully. Let's watch this.
Oh my God. These white dudes get on my nerves. The white dudes be so weird.
All right. Yeah. First off.
I'm gonna go in. Want me to go in?
Yeah.
What I noticed in the gym, no offense to nobody, but all these guys that's on on some kind of quote unquote gear. I'm not gonna say
you think he on gear?
I'm not gonna say the race.
You think he on gear?
He is.
Okay.
He's not
He
like,
ain't even that big.
he's not Diesel, but
Yeah.
he's
But
ripped.
he's on something.
He's
All
on
right.
something. A lot of these guys that's on that stuff, and we all know the race that uses it the most.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say which. And these guys be the softest, goofiest. Their brain chemistry is all messed up. Just these guys have self-esteem issues, like, because I'm like, yo.
Yeah, there's definitely, even at our gym or any gym you really go to, these motherfuckers would just be like all up in their shit. But
They don't
like this
care.
specific situation, like where you set up a camera. I mean, I've gone to a gym and I'll be honest with you, every time I see a setup camera, I'm thinking two things. One, am I gonna have to get ready to fight? Because that's my automatic. Because like I have some dudes who do shit like this. I've seen other viral videos where the man's talking shit, and I'm like, look,
If I see you outside,
if we doing something, we gonna do something. But let me tell you, I don't give a fuck about your camera. Like you in a public gym, bro. Stop playing with me.
but here's another thing on top of that.
Yeah.
You do that when it's not peak time. Do it early or late, because when it's rush hour, people not thinking about your little tripod camera because they're trying to work out just like you are.
Unless real talk, there should be a gym dedicated to like cameras and social
Yeah.
media, because doing it in a public gym, especially our gym with
Rush
high
hour?
traffic, bruh, you gonna get your shit cooked.
It don't make sense.
All right, let's see another one. Let's see. We getting into some spicy shit right here. Hold on, let's see what this modern dating.
So I was having a conversation with this man today, and he was saying how the women who look amazing and have great bodies,
my God.
they don't want to settle for men who are making like 50K. He was like complaining about that. So my response was, okay, well, have you considered like not pursuing those type of women if you don't fit the bracket that they're looking for? Because I'm sure there are some great women who fall outside of that criteria. And his response was, yeah, well, people like what they like, right? And I thought this was interesting because it kind of mirrors what we hear about women nowadays. We're always told to adjust our standards, they're unrealistic, everybody.
All right. Let me start off. First of all, I'm glad I'm married, so I ain't gotta worry about women who, oh God, I don't even know where to start. So much to unpack. To start off and say what a man makes a year and where your looks fall, you better have had an endless clientele of boyfriends. And I'm not talking about hookups, I'm talking about boyfriends who supported you and took care of all your bills. And like I said, not a one-night hookup. This riles me up. But you tell me what you think about this. You out in the market, man. So you the one who got to deal with this, not me. So what you thinking about this?
Here's what I think about this. You realize the men that these women want to attract, the 1%, right? They call it 1%, right?
The really rich dude?
Yes. So these guys make so much money. Do you think they're going to have one woman? No, they're not. And look, from what I seen, they don't have one woman. They can have a wife and they have a girlfriend, they side
Pieces.
chicks.
You're saying if you make that much money, you should not be expected to be monogamous.
Look,
I'm asking you, like, say,
if
because everyone
it
has
was
a different
me,
lifestyle. What would you do if you?
put me aside? I'm speaking about what I see in, like, let's go back to kings. The kings had a queen, right? Who he had kids by, but he had what would it call concubines
Concubine?
or chambermaids, whatever. That always happened. Do you realize in certain religions they had multiple wives? It wasn't because it was freaky. It was because certain wives couldn't have babies, or
Are you going biblical and deep with it?
I mean, you want to go deep. People, you got to realize, men naturally aren't that monogamous because we can have kids until we're about 60 years old.
In the DNA, I like how he look.
Look
Can
into
take-
nature.
I'm not gonna
Look into nature.
Hold on.
Look into nature.
I'm not gonna take away what he's saying is not valid.
nature.
But I'm saying he took it back biblical on y'all. He took it back to like why it was implemented. But to say that in today's standards, first of all, women ain't gonna hear that. If society's shifted too much to where it's like, I'll put it like this, traditionally now for the last 20, 30 years, and matter of fact, if we're being really, really transparent, women are like, the whole cheating thing has put a microscope because, you know, like when a woman ties to a man and a man ties to a woman, it's different. Because like a man's...
What is cheating though, exactly? Like,
Exactly. So, and that's another thing. If you ask what's cheating, you're gonna get a different response from men and women, depending on like their age, their generation, and group, because it means different. Like, cheating is if you double tap and like a picture on Instagram. Look, she equated it to having sex with a woman. She said if you have sex, it's the same weight if you like double tap a picture on there. Her man's was like, what if I accidentally double tap? Why was you on the picture? So women tie monogamy.
You realize men, we have eyes, love women. So we like, I don't care, man, you always look at women.
Yeah.
You can always look, I mean, not trying to say you can be like all talking, but like you gonna
Yeah.
look at a woman, you gonna look because
monogamy is practice. It ain't really, you know, it ain't
that's a
something
man.
that's instinctual, because that as a man, like you said, we can a man can fornicate. Men are attracted to beauty, and like it ain't just that ain't the only thing. That's why women who speak like this, who say, "Oh, a woman of my caliber and beauty, and you make $50,000 a year," like, look, you being beautiful is especially with so many attachments. This woman has long nails, a face full of makeup, hair extensions, all these things. Men, the most we can do is get a beard, muscles, and pray that height and gravity and looks came together.
Yes.
Women can do so much and look like two different women. Natural beauty is a resource and a luxury, but like not all of y'all are, you know, if you don't have the mentality, I'm telling you, it ain't.
A woman can transform into whatever, and like the body, face, whatever. But at the same time, that won't keep a man, because we seen women that are quote unquote beautiful.
Yeah,
they still get cheated on, or they still deal with the same problems as regular women do. Like this woman thinks, she's saying like the whole 50,000 whatever. Money is not the top of anybody's list. You should want to be like a man that's y'all on the same level far as thinking, compatibility.
To have a man who's like, I can already tell she ain't going the traditional route. So as far as
she think 50,000.
If you already out the gate, like, look, women instinctually should have a man who supports you, but everyone's situation is different. Your geolocation, if you are in Florida, it's not the same cost of living as in New York. The minimum wage and housing, and there's a lot of different factors. But what I'm saying is, women have this expectation on what a good man will do. And I'll tell you this, his paycheck, his pay, and the amount of money ain't gonna tell you the type of caliber of man he is. Because like I said, a man with more resources will have more options. And what we mean by that is, it's not that he don't love you, it's just that he has to hustle so much that it's in his DNA, it's in his mannerisms, it's how he conducts business, it's how he talks. A man who's operating at such a high level is no longer on your plateau. So if you're just beautiful, you know, it ain't like, men will try to tell you like, hey, that's why he has a side chick and this, and this, because when he's traveling for those business trips and you ain't there, That's his Houston woman. That's his New York woman. You wanted the man who's a multimillionaire, so guess what? He moves like a multimillionaire.
He
You get a
has
dude who works a 9 to 5, guess what? You gonna know where he is 99% of the time because
Facts.
he got a job. He has to go from A to B. He's gonna
And
take
back-
care of you. He's gonna take care of the kid. That's why women sleep on this. And I'm like,
But look-
you missing out on a good man because
But-
you don't want a man who works.
But his thing, like, before we go off this topic, say if this man make 50,000
Mm-hmm.
and you make 50,000,
Mm-hmm.
y'all put it together, it's 100,000. It's all about group economics.
But here's the thing: if we ain't planning on combining our goals and mixing our finances, because everyone's like, "Oh, I gotta have an exit plan." I hear women who like, "My finances are my finances. My money's my money, and his money's my money."
I hear that. Look,
Yo, if you already
we heard that in like certain like demographics. I'm like, do you realize that don't make sense? And then like, okay, before we go off the topic, what about happy wife make a happy life? What about the man's happiness? Because if a man is not happy, he's gonna snap.
Hey, we can't afford
One day.
We can't afford happiness on both ends. But speaking of this, we got a topic. I'm gonna roll it to we're gonna hit the next one and it's gonna touch on it. We're gonna be very brief with this clip because it touches on what we're already talking about right now. So let me,
Yes.
this is
You believe in 50-50?
I believe, yes, I do believe in 50-50 if the circumstances warrant 50-50. If I'm rich and my girl not, then I don't believe in 50-50.
Well, then what do you require her to do? What does she need to bring to the table if she's not bringing the income?
The same exact things that she had to do when it was 50-50.
What are those things?
For me, what I might look at for a significant other may not be what somebody else does. So at this stage in my life, your financial.
Should I go first?
I'll just let it free flow. Go tell me what's on the mind of Rod.
This is my honest opinion. Like it said, if I was a filthy rich and my wife don't have to work, what I would do is get an LLC and pay her through my LLC, right? To take care of the house and the kids, right? So she's at home, she's taking care of the house, but she's getting paid for it. So she get a W-2. So I can write her off and she can get taxes back from that, from what I know from LLC, right?
See, this is how you can tell this man's gonna be a millionaire. He's already planning on how it's gonna be dispersed with that. That's smart. I ain't never thought about no shit like that.
I saw it in the video and it make perfect sense because look,
that's smart.
Because instead of like paying the, no offense to daycares, but like instead of paying daycare, if I'm filthy rich, my wife she don't have to work. Like and on top of that, look, and the same me
are
her
the cost of a mortgage already. Let me tell you.
Yeah, one of my nurse friends told me this already. And then, but on top of that, look, say me and her don't work out, I'm not gonna do it dirty. If they take care of my kids, she gonna still get the money.
Facts.
So it's all about balance and keeping everybody happy. Like if we don't get along, fine. Let's be cordial for the kids. And then, like, you wanna work? Okay, cool. Like, okay, what I can do to keep everything, I guess, if I'm filthy rich, I'm gonna keep everything happy. If you don't live in my house, I'm gonna have a compound, so like you have your own house, but our kids can.
See, you're talking about compounds. Let's see what else. I like where your head at. I didn't know he was gonna go with it like that, but hey, you see, this is why
I'm older.
Y'all, I'm telling you,
I'm older now.
Actually, in my life, finances were never a requirement for me to make you my girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the intangible shit matters way more to me than the tangible. So when I was younger, I was looks driven. I'm not so much looks driven no more. When I was younger, I was money driven or clothes driven. I might not be that anymore. But even in my younger years, yeah, you had to be pretty and have a fat ass, but you also had to be kind. You also had to be smart. You also had to be funny. You also had to be compassionate and unselfish. Those were the main things. The pretty face, the fat ass, it was just icing on the cake. Part of my.
there was evolution in a man's age because when we go into phases, our requirements become different, especially which part of life you're at. Like when you hitting puberty and you seeing the opposite sex. I mean, depending on how you're raised, real talk, you just kind of like
The culture.
where
you from? The
culture, how you grow up with what the nature of the relationship is. But real talk, it's like when you young and you on that mode, it's ass. It's body parts, and then if you are lucky to evolve younger, when you're younger to adulthood, that I want to say I didn't really evolve till after 25. Hold on one second. We got a guest coming in. Come on in.
Jazz, what's up?
What's up? I got a surprise guest, my old lady, the lady I was talking about. What's up, baby? Say what's up to the.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
How are you?
you back early? What's going on?
What's up,
This is
baby?
late.
What's up? Is it?
10:30.
This is late. Yeah,
That's
usually
late.
should be here 11 o'clock. But
Yeah, let's go back to what we talking about.
we ain't pausing.
Women a few times. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I think I'd be summoned.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you
women.
wanna be summoned. Well, it's
Well,
it's
well-
transparent conversation, so we can
Have it in
hold
the
on.
background.
There's a clip. Let's go back to just to get a female's version on this clip. We're gonna put
see
her
it.
into this. All right.
Oh shit, here we go.
I was having a conversation with this man today, and he was saying how the women who look amazing and have great bodies, they don't want to settle for men who are making like 50K. He was like complaining about that. So my response was, okay, well, have you considered like not pursuing those type of women if you don't fit the bracket that they're looking for? Because I'm sure there are some great women who fall outside that criteria. And his response was, well, people like what they like, right? And I thought this was interesting because it kind of mirrors what
You can
we
see
hear
that.
about women nowadays. We're always told to adjust our standards. They're unrealistic. Everybody's competing for the same type of people. We all complain about double standards, but we only complain about double standards when we're not benefiting from them. So
Who's going first?
Well, since we've already went and kind of touched on it, we gotta have this lady's point of view. So what do you
Jazz,
think
point of
about
view?
that? As a matter of fact, hold on, you gotta move this to the left. That pile.
They're clean clothes at least.
Yeah. This is as you can tell, like we said, it's the first episode, so you're gonna see some rough cuts. You're gonna see some got my leg exposed. All right,
Yeah.
woman, go over there already. She's refolding the clothes.
I've had
It's the Asian in her. She can't help it. Go ahead, baby.
a few glasses of wine.
Gather yourself and
Um,
speak.
I don't like generalized, like sweeping statements, like, oh, all women with bodies. First of all, where exactly are you meeting these women with bodies? Like, 'cause if y'all are in the club or if y'all are, in specific environments, and I would say stop going to those damn environments because I think there are women with bodies everywhere.
Well,
Facts.
specific to the video, she said, why should we not have double standards? There should be calibers of men. So if you're making 50,000, like I'm not
You
gonna
need
go
to find women
verbatim
that are
in your price
look,
range and
I'm
her
not-
beauty, and I'm like, you're already lost in the sauce if you're trying to.
You're asking the wrong woman because money isn't everything. Because you
See-
can meet a man who makes, $1 million and he's a piece of shit.
That's what
But-
women don't get.
But back to her point, like she's not completely wrong. I'm gonna say so. What she said is like about a guy. Okay, if a girl tell you what she's about and you still go for her, it's your fault.
Facts.
She's I'm a gold digger. I'm here for like I don't like you, whatever. If you still go for her, that's your fault.
I ain't
So
disputing that.
she's honest about what she's saying. So I wouldn't women like that. I don't go for like, oh, you gotta make so. If a man make 50,000 and you make 50,000, put that together, y'all can make 100,000.
That's what we're talking about. That's how we bring our resources in this house.
It's group economics.
Okay, I don't want a man who makes $50,000, but I make $60,000. Like, y'all still aren't, like, that's not. You want a man who makes far above what you make. So I don't feel like you could have a preference, but you can't sit here and dog dudes who make the same amount as you.
Yeah, basically, you can't do that because
Look,
you're in the same boat.
let me be real clear. Men don't really care about a woman's finances
Never.
because we're looking for different things. We're like, okay, is she gonna be a good mother? Is she a nice person? Is she beautiful?
Not
That's
all
it.
men are looking for that. Some men
No,
just
no,
wanna,
no.
like, okay, she's got a
Majority.
nice
I'll put it
booty,
like
and
this.
that's it.
Yeah, but that's age. That's younger.
The younger guys be
men
like, oh, I want to.
want to smash because guess what? Y'all put it in the drought. Women are now. Every woman thinks they're high class, and they don't have. And they
You realize in our gym
Bro.
how it is in our gym. And like I be like certain people, they be looking like that crazy old white lady in the gym. The lady crazy,
The
don't
one who
know.
always talks to you, and not the one.
No, she looking. And I
she
saw her
talked
in
to him.
Walmart.
She talked to him.
I was zoned out. I was looking for something.
He don't
She was-
talk to
she
her,
was
but
like,
she
she was
be
like, hi. I was like, hey.
Yeah.
I was kind of like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like,
There's some unfortunate
she's
women.
with somebody
like,
too. She was with like
Look,
a
you
a
can
guy.
get into the gym and be cut up and
I'm
your
on-
body be right, but like you said, there's levels. Men are more visual. So, you know, we want a woman who's beautiful, but that is not the primary. Well, I'll say this. That's the gatekeeper. That's what makes us go through the gate. But then everything else
But
has
you
to
can't
fall in
just
line.
say
I would
men,
take a
like,
6 or 7 with a good personality, good job, kind heart, just all that over. Like
but nobody knows
what is
that
a 10 gonna do?
personality first. Like, you're going to be attracted to somebody based on
That's
looks or
that's
based on
that's
something
first.
superficial
That's first. That's first.
Or if you somehow know how much they make first and you're into that.
We don't.
If you ask me,
a man don't really care how much
if
a woman make.
if
Like,
she
just
asked
like,
me how much we made, we would not have a child and we
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
be
let's
married.
say you were somebody who was Googleable, and I knew, oh shit, he's
Yeah, I
worth,
had my uniform on my thing.
he's
You
worth
kind of do a
$8.5
general.
million. Like, I don't need to ask you that. Like, maybe to some certain
There will be signs.
well, hey, look, your
Oh,
signs.
he pulled up
look,
in a Rolls
look,
Royce
look,
Cullinan or
your-
whatever. Like, there will
your
be
signs
signs.
was you had your own house, you stable, a nice car, and then
Which is
you
the
was
hood
stable.
lottery. Look, if you have
Well-
a house, all your teeth, and you have your shit
Yeah, you
together,
in shape.
most men don't got that because they living with
Meanwhile,
somebody.
somewhere in Florida, that's what it's giving. Like, he's got all his teeth, he's got a house, he's got a car.
And let's be real, because we met on a social media site, on
We
an
met
app.
on Tinder. Let's be specific.
We met on the app. It don't matter. App is an app.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now we got my boy. He's into it. I like it because now he's into care. You know, it was very unpolished in the beginning of this. We were very like, oh, how do we do this? And now this is the genuine conversation. This is real because, like I said, this is another reason why when I was talking to my wife, I talked to her very transparently, whether she likes it or not. But, you know, there were signs. When she read my profile, it said, I don't need anything from you. I got my own shit. That right there.
That's how-
It
that's
was the
how we-
driest profile I've ever met, but it
That's
was
that's
when
per-
he caught
that's
me.
wasn't dry.
personality. Look,
You know what it was?
Also,
that's his
he
All right,
looked-
personality.
I'll say this.
He looked kind of like a delinquent at the same time.
All the tattoos.
So,
But look,
that's
you,
look,
you heard
that's
it.
his
You heard it
personality.
from her.
Like,
You heard her.
like he
she said
laid
it was
back.
dry.
I'm laid back. I'm like,
But
I
why
don't
does
know.
that get the most hits? Because he has an income, he has a residence, he has his shit together, and he's in shape. Because a woman could say, "Oh, you know, I don't want to fuck boy," but like, oh,
no,
scroll
I'm
to the
gonna be
next
real,
picture,
You looked really good.
You look
so I
good.
was like,
and don't let that height shit fool you. That's another thing. She was like, "Oh, because every
Oh,
woman
Lord.
has this predisposed.
That
Oh, you
height.
need to be 6'3",
6 foot,
6 foot flat."
Everybody,
I'm telling you,
look,
there was only what?
I married a short king, and I'm happy.
I'm taller than her. I ain't short.
You're not short.
Exactly.
You're
you're
not
taller
I'm not
than
a
me,
midget.
so
You're
that's
not
all that
short.
matters.
But if you were to go on the internet, I don't meet the criteria. And guess what? Most of you women who are talking about 6
You're
foot,
missing out.
you
You're
would-
missing out on great quality.
listen. You're not short.
be the
like,
same ones that give you the
you
looks
telling
in
like
the gym.
me
They
and
don't
me?
know.
So,
He's 6 foot. He's 6 feet,
are you
right?
6 feet even?
6'2".
Has his own property, 6 plus. Look at that. He just said 6'2".
No, I'm saying like
He said
like
6'2".
You know what I'm saying?
you
But like
know.
I don't like
Humble
like,
brag.
I don't think about like I'm 6'2".
But yeah,
I don't think about stuff like that.
That's
Like,
true. I'll say that he don't go around acting like some motherfuckers who only got height.
I don't like.
Bless their hearts.
No,
You know.
He has a sparkling personality, ladies. Okay. He
Like,
has a sparkling
what I
personality.
do
I
is-
think I think he's got a great personality,
I just
but he ain't for the free will faint of heart. Look, if you
Yeah.
if you're a woman who's very, how do I say it? Well, actually, you know what? Right, you tell us what kind of woman you like. What's your ideal woman?
Look into
Because
the
my
camera.
ideal woman.
yeah, well, tell us.
What is the ideal woman? Ideal woman.
Your ideal woman.
My ideal woman would
Yeah.
be
Mm-hmm.
somebody that's attractive,
Okay,
but
What
not.
is attraction to you, though? Like,
let him
what-
speak. Let him think. let 'em
Attraction
think.
to me is not like all about looks and heavy makeup and
Mm,
all the pictures and
so
filters.
natural.
I hate that.
Okay.
Attraction to me is more than looks. Is smell, is how you
Ooh,
talk, how
gotta
you
smell good.
carry
Gotta wash your
yourself.
ass. Carry yourself. Okay.
Be intelligent.
Okay. Intelligent how? Like having degrees? Because a lot of women say they got 2 degrees.
Not
or
really degrees because like
common sense.
degrees don't make you intelligent.
Common sense.
Degrees make you. Degrees say you can follow instructions and copy things and remember things.
So what do you mean by smart? What are you talking about smart then? What does it mean to you?
I want you to be emotionally
Intelligent?
smart, intelligent,
Non-promiscuous.
non-promiscuous, just honest. Just be yourself. What I think, you be yourself. If you this way, don't change when we get closer. Don't
All right,
change.
so let me ask you a more specific question. What are the red flags, the disqualifiers, the shit that will get a woman stopped before she even gets momentum? What do you not look for in a woman?
A red flag for me for a woman is she's having multiple social media sites showing her body off. Like me and a homie had conversations about women in the gym. You go in the gym just showing off, that don't turn me on. I'm looking like,
So you want a woman covered in a burqa? What are you talking about? Like how covered up you
be
looking?
assertive, like
Conservative. What's
just
no overly tight stuff?
no
What do you
overly
want?
crazy. Just like, okay, I saw a couple women in the gym. They're like dressed respectfully. They have regular tights on, regular shirt on.
Well, what if a woman is abnormally thick? What do you say to that? Because there's levels to this, right?
Okay.
And also, is there a chance of you meeting a woman in the gym? Like, because realistically, you don't approach women in the gym. Like, it's not the place to do that because it's disingenuous. It's weird.
I don't like that.
Here's my sense about the gym. And I saw people in the gym, guys in the gym, that go in the gym and lose their girl to another guy in the gym. And then on top of that, people in the gym, women in the gym, I don't like talking to them as much because they kind of be just doing too much. Like, I met women in the gym, whatever, they be doing way too much. And I don't respect the etiquette. If you my girl, we saw women in the gym with little tiny shorts, and I don't respect that. As a man.
So there's levels. There's decency, there's indecency, and then there's covered up completely. You want somewhere not too indecent.
I want respectful.
Personal preference.
Yeah. This is my personal. It's my personal.
Okay, these women are not the vibe. They're not respectful. Like
no.
If a woman wants like, hey, I want to feel cute and sexy in the gym. This is what I feel cute and sexy in. This is what I want to lift heavy in. That's her personal.
She has every personal.
Your personal preference is you don't want a woman who dresses a certain way when she's out in public.
I don't want a woman that's like out there just showing her yams off.
There's an environment for everything. And you see, here's the thing. Like, it's like if you go to a titty bar, you expect to see ass and titties. If you go to the gym, you expect to see gym attire. And some gym attire, some women leave the titty bar and come straight to the gym and don't change their attire.
That's what I'm saying.
There's levels to this. And like I said, it's not that, because like I said, exactly.
I will show you.
That's the point.
I'll show you pictures.
If you can see imprints, if you can see sweat creases, if you can see parts of your genitalia, which it happens in this gym, any gym, and it's not isolated to one gym, trust me. I go to multiple gyms in this state.
So put away the camel toes and moose knuckles.
Yes.
To the appropriate designated location.
But
okay?
like you said, if that's their preference, cool. But like my preference is like, my whole thing is like,
you're not gonna get robbed if you do that.
But look, like my preference is, you can tell you have not a man, you got like a little boy. As a man, you don't want your woman looking like as a man, you got like a little boy. Like a man don't want his woman like just out there like in the gym, like it's not respectful basically. All I'm saying is not respectful.
You show that moose knuckle.
There you
bring
go.
out that camel toe.
And then look, before we go off this topic, right?
That's
and
not
then
for you.
no, but guess what? Okay, we won't go to the topic. And then women complain about guys looking at them. Oh, they feel yo, don't come in looking like that. You know, guys are creeps. A lot of guys are creeps. You know that already.
So he's speaking facts. Look,
I'm respectfully, if it's out, I'm gonna look at it.
Men look, right?
Look, men look.
People look. You can't just say men look. People look.
I'm saying in general, like people look, but me and him, I be zoned out. I don't really like people in the job.
We're gonna go full circle for it. We're gonna go. I'm desensitized to it. I'm a special case because
he is zoned out.
There's not anything you can show me that I haven't seen before
we seen all
in abundance, whether it's social media or in real life, because of just the jobs I've held, the situations I've been, and just social circles. So when I go to the gym, I have an allotted time. Rye can attest to it. Hell, she can see it. I look mean as hell because one, there are two reasons for that. Everyone wants to be a movie star. Everyone wants to be social media star. Everyone wants to be self-absorbed and get you on camera like, oh my God, he's staring at me. First of all, 9 times out of 10, if you're the one saying, oh, he's staring at me, it's because you want someone to stare at you. We know you need to feed your ego. We know your self-esteem is down here because realistically, I hate to be that person.
You sound like
you're not, and it's okay to feel like you are. You can be in your mind, but don't bring us into it to make yourself feel better. You're not gonna get me on camera. No, bitch, I'm looking at the mirror that you put your crease into to do squats and put both lips out to the public consumption and wonder why you got a swarm of fucking fucking teenage kids hovering around you doing fake curls. I don't want to see your clitoris in the gym. I want to go to the gym and work out. So put your clam up, all right, first of all, and then just like put the camera down. We know what you're doing, all right? The adult males here, we know what you're doing. We know you want the attention, and we're going to starve you hoes, respectfully. Not all of you are hoes. Some of you are women. Some of you are classy.
Respectfully.
But to the ones who are not, we're starving you hoes because we don't want to see it, all right? Put it up. But all that aside, yes.
Oh,
he
and
wants,
To be a good
So-
woman, but
so-
be a hoe at the same time.
that's true.
okay?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
she just touched on
Yeah.
it.
No.
You
There
can.
are-
Hey, matter of
there-
fact,
Hoes are not all bad. Look, hoes have their place. But once you know, like, what did she say? She said her wholeness can be deleted. It can't be. All right? You just in a different category now. This dude over here married a hoe. It's
so
okay.
what? That, hey, look, guess what?
It's okay.
Hey, look, if old girl was honest about her past and he okay with it, okay, leave that
Yeah.
alone. But like,
It
far
just makes social interactions weird if everyone had a piece. But hey, if you already been through it, you can't.
hey, look, woman told you that and you still go with it, that's on you.
Exactly.
But like,
Are you secure enough to understand? Because I saw this one dude on social media. He was dating, I don't know if you know the porn star, Lana Rhodes. He's a podcasting with, I think it's, what's his face? I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's Logan Paul. I think he on that podcast with him, and he's dating the porn star.
what about that?
I don't know how to think.
What about that soccer player that's dating Tiana Trump?
Exactly, like
He left his wife and kid.
multi-millionaire. You know what is funny?
I don't know what any of these people are.
All right, so basically, they decided to marry a pornography star, someone who has sex on camera. Look, here's the thing. Unless you're marrying a virgin, which in 2026, I don't think that's even feasible
That's not even
or
like,
even desirable realistically. Because men who say they want low body count, like you don't know how many knobs your wife's
lying
robbed.
to you.
She lying to you, most likely.
but
just by
hey,
statistics.
But also you realize it's not even, come on, let's be for real. Like,
Yeah, who cares?
that's not even real. Like,
That's not
Even
real.
if she's
Body
a
count.
porn star, whatever, unless she's like Bonnie Blue, who gives a fuck?
Bonnie a fool though.
Even
Bonnie
She got some demons in her.
Bonnie
Got-
said she got pregnant. Said she's pregnant.
She don't even know.
After you have 1,000 people gangbang.
See now that's a little
That's a
too much for
pause.
me. But like back to the gym thing.
little.
Let's finish the gym thing.
So
The gym etiquette. And the women in, you want to finish that?
we kind of lingered on. We kind of went off topic.
It was my
We
fault,
had 3
sorry.
topics. Yeah, she
Oh, it's
got-
cool.
she
It's
gets us off
cool.
topic.
It's organic.
But let's bring it back full circle, okay? Raw don't want no hoes, okay? We appreciate you. The next episode, who knows what it'll be? Most likely,
Be me.
it'll be my co-host here. If I can get her attention, we'll dive into the social media aspect. And also, we're not going to forget my boy, Rod the Bot. He'll definitely be back for more. If he'll have us, like I said, we talk shit about a lot of things and we got a lot of opinions, but we got to get into that. But anyways, I'll keep you briefed. Thanks for joining, and y'all have a good night. Unc and Company. Peace.